Hello students, today I am going to start with Green's theorem. Now see what is the statement of Green's theorem. If C be the vector closed curve in xy plane, bounding any region R, such that f1xy, f2xy and their partial derivatives dou f2 by dou x and dou f1 by dou y are continuous functions in R. Then see what is important, students, here. Integral f1 dx plus f2 dy is equal to double integral dou f2 by dou x minus dou f1 by dou y dx dy. This is called as Green's theorem. So one side of Green's theorem is a single integral, other side of Green's theorem is a double integral. Now on the other side, if you observe the partial derivatives, partial derivative of f2 is with respect to x and partial derivative of f1 is with respect to y. Okay, where f1 is coefficient of dx and f2 is coefficient of dy in the given problem. So if the question is asked to verify Green's theorem, then you need to find out left hand side and right hand side separately and both answers should match. Then you can say that Green's theorem is verified. Okay. Now let us solve one example. Verify Green's theorem for the following integral in xy plane. Okay, in xy plane. So see students, the integral given is 3x square minus 8y square dx plus 4y minus 6xy dy over the curve C. And what is this symbol, students, which you have seen here also? It means that it is a closed curve. Whatever curve is here down, it is a closed curve. So that is a symbol for closed curve. Where C is the boundary of the region bounded by parabola y is equal to root x and y is equal to x square. So this is the given problem. You need to verify Green's theorem for this. Okay. Now let us see how to solve this. Now can you tell me what is f1 and f2 here, students? As I said, f1 is coefficient of dx and f2 is coefficient of dy. So that's why I wrote f1 as this 3x square minus 8y square and f2 as 4y minus 6xy. Now Green's theorem is written here again. Same theorem which is told here, it is copy pasted here. Now you have to solve both the sides one by one. Now let me solve the left hand side first. Okay, left hand side is a single integral, correct? Now while solving this left hand side, you have to take care of the region. Now this region is bounded by these two parabolas, right? One is y is equal to root x, which is taken here, and other is y is equal to x square, which is here, y is equal to x square. What it means, students? Y is equal to root x is y square is equal to x after squaring both sides. Isn't it right hand side parabola? And y is equal to x square, that is x square is equal to y is the upward parabola. So if I go to draw the diagram for this, students, how it will look? See, this is your y-axis. This is your y-axis and this is your x-axis, right? So when you draw right hand side parabola, it will look like this, correct? Name it immediately. Right hand side parabola is y square is equal to x and the upward parabola will look like this, correct? Name it. It is x square is equal to y. So this is the region, students. Okay, bounded by these two parabolas. This is your origin 0, 0. Name this point as A. Okay, and this is your region bounded by the parabolas. Okay. Now let us say that this is C1 and this is C2. Okay. Now you need to find out this point of intersection. To find out this point of intersection, you have to solve these two equations simultaneously, right? You know how to solve these equations simultaneously. X square is equal to y and y square is equal to x. So what we do here? There are two equations, right? You know already this. X square is equal to y and y square is equal to x. So either put value of y from here to here or value of x from here to here. So a single equation you have to form in terms of either x or y. So what I do is y square will be what, students? It will be x raised to 4, right? because y is x square. So I am putting this value of y in this equation. So x raised to 4 will be equal to x. So x raised to 4 minus x will be 0. X is common. X cube minus 1 is equal to 0. So two values of x you get, correct? And x is equal to 0 means y is also equal to 0. You can put it in any one equation. Similarly, x is equal to 1, so x square is equal to 1. So y is equal to 1. So one point is 0, 0, point of intersection. Other point is 1, 1. Now this point will be now 1, 1. Because already this point is 0, 0. Understood how to find the point of intersection. So you got 2 points of intersection, 0, 0 and 1, 1. So our diagram is ready. Now I'll continue in the next video because of time limit.